Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Ooh, we are back here on the front porch, honey, to read you guys' comments from the last video, which was episode number 168. That's where we're starting at. We ain't going all the way back to last week. We'll start at Friday's episode and then move forward because again, most of the comments from last week I did respond. It wasn't via video, but I did respond. So you guys are so adorable, so funny, and I do enjoy reading and responding to y'all because y'all crack me the fuck up all the time. I just finished watching season 2 of Reasonable Doubt, so I'm gonna put like a little blurb of that eventually up here, probably within the next day or two, and get through season 3. I'm gonna see if I can do a recap of those. The dialogue is so good, it'll take me forever to get through that, but we're gonna see what we can do. But Reasonable Doubt is so fucking good. Oh my gosh, so good. But anyway, we are here for Beyond the Gates, baby. Read you guys' comments. So the first the first comment that I see on that particular video is from our resident gentleman, James. Hey, James, what's going on? You've been talking, baby. I love it. Thank you, big brother. He says, Joey Barr Sinister will ultimately be brought down by the Hawthorns. Okay, Jacob will lead the charge, Isaiah with a Z, and maybe Luke will support Jacob. Elon will sacrifice himself to help his sons take Joey down. Jacob and Luke will have to suffer the pain of having to take down their pappy, baby. Isaiah with a Z will suffer a double whammy of taking down his own pappy and Joey. That's how I see it. And like I always say, I always enjoy your point of view, big brother. I really do. He also says, "Ode to Joey, resident gentleman, for top style. Are you man enough, big and bad enough? Are you gonna take that gangster down with a nasty lies? Dr. Dougie dies. Are you gonna be around?" You better write a song. Dougie needed a friend, but Bill spelled his N. That damn Marcel had his wavy hair. Are you are you mad enough when that mobster gets rough? We know it's in your heart to care. Kick Joey's ass, Jacob. Thank you, James. I love your commentary. It's so funny. Thank you, big brother. We got Linda Washington. Hey, Linda, what's going on, boo? She says, why didn't Terrell tell Samantha about what that boy said? I don't know, girl. He just wanted to be big and bad right there in front of his girlfriend. He didn't care about. I mean, he cared about Samantha, but he wanted to show off for old girl. She also says, I know he told Samantha the boy's trash, but he did not tell her what that boy said about her. He should, and that's going to cause her to still want to be with his ass. And I do hope, I really, really, really do hope that she is with him and that he ignores the hell out of her like he should. Cause he is going to ignore her after he gets what he wants, but she don't believe she stink until her nose is in it. Linda also says, they are getting on Samantha because Martin had already had a conversation with her about the boy. Then Hot Mama bring that boy over to her house, right? Bring that boy's hips all over there, and they all shirt off. I'm like, y'all gonna do it right there on the couch. They love doing on the couch, don't they, Linda? They love fucking on the couch. Okay, and then last video I said I saw that Ted was a left-handed man, and I told anybody, if you left-handed, baby, just write the word left. And so we see that Miss Linda is a left-handed lady, so we appreciate you, girl. We appreciate you. We got Coffee and Sweets Libra. Hey, Coffee and Sweets Libra says lefty in the house. I was so happy when my daughter started using her left hand. It's a struggle teaching my son who's right-handed how to do things. Really, like, how am I supposed to show you how to hold on to a pencil, boy? Write them damn letters. That's so sweet, Coffee and Sweet Libra. I didn't know that it was difficult to teach your child who writes with their right hand. That is deep, girl. So I'm gonna assume that your birthday was just passed. So happy belated birthday to you, my love. That is so deep. I never thought about that. I never thought about that because you never know until you know. But thank you for sharing that, girl. We have James. He also says Dr. Doug didn't deserve to be put down the way he was. But since they did that to him, the writers deserve it to take the character and to his fan support to grant him the dignity of an under undisturbed big sleep. Don't bring Dr. Doug back. The writers robbed this show of an incredibly inspirational black male character. The showrunner has already admitted that he is a horrible person for doing so. Wow. The least the show could do is cast another black male character as inspirational and as successful as Dr. Doug was to take his place. Randy told Dr. Doug that Joey doesn't care about the racial black white things. He only cares about the greenbacks, really. Joey seems to be taking in a huge haul of greenbacks, exploiting the dullards living in the predominantly black area of the DMV. What black man is going to be man enough, big enough, and bad enough to take the dirty hoodlum down? Who knows? That's a good question. We still haven't found out. I mean, I guess it was his time. I'm like, damn, the man didn't even make it through a damn year. So I'm like, him and Maurice Johnson, who played the old Ted. I'm still curious about why they're gone, and why everybody else is still there, and why the characters that are there, they don't use them that often. Like, they need to make sure they put Mona back on there as much, Laura, Jan, the more, I guess they're not the main characters, but they need to do that more, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. James also says, so when some fans posit the possibility that Joey Barr Sinister could be Tyrell and Samantha's father, fan reaction seems tentative. Really? Recently, because of the idiotic close relationship Isaiah has with JBS, one fan has asked, wouldn't it be funny if Joey was Isaiah's biological father? To their credit, most fans are against that possibility. I agree. I can't see that. They just had a good relationship. As well, they should be. When suggested that Ashley could be JBS's daughter, the Ashley hate is so vicarious. Fans became fans on films, and like Blaine Edwards and Anton Merriweather, the female hating men on films. I used to love them on Living Color. The verdict on Ashley being Joey B. Sender's daughter is, let's see, was a solid hated it. The thought of Joey being Isaiah's father is repugnant. Either the white hoodlum took carnal advantage of Elon's black wife, Luke and Laura. Okay, I remember hearing about that. And she conceived, or just unspeakable. Elon's black wife entered into an illicit consensual affair with Joey, conceived his son, and passed Joey's son off to be Elon's son. If black females could go for a storyline like that, then that would be highly disturbing, in my opinion. No, I just see him as being the bad seed. It's like, if you have a lot of kids, it's always one. It's always if you have a good child, bad child. You got five of them, one of them in the middle is going to be bad. It's always like that. It never fails. So he was labeled as being, following his passion and not wanting to be a cop like Jacob and Luke did. So I can't see all that other extra shit. I don't see that shit. I just don't. We have Karen Johnson. She said, honey, I am a left-handed person. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you, love. We got Jasmine Williams. Hey, Jasmine 5565. She says, I would just love it if Marcel has Dougie stashed in the Sheila. I'm sorry, in the Sheila. If I had my glasses on, I could fucking see. And Dougie is in contact with Nasty Nessie, and they are working to take Joey down. But Jaja Joey and Nasty Nessie have caught feelings. I know when he says, if I didn't love you, she was like, wait a minute, what? I guess she's supposed to say that sometime this week. So he fell in love. He fell in love with the pussy. He did. Jasmine also says, lose that man bun, Isaiah. Justice for Laura. Go Boots. Girl, you are a mess. Talk about little justice for Laura. I told y'all leave that baby alone with his man bun. He be calling the girls, honey. James responded, he says, I'm ancient enough to remember this song. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what I'll do, And one of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. I know it a little bit. I probably sang it off note, but I remember that. He also says, but then the little girl said to the boots on her feet, come on, boots, start walking. Then when she brought the house down, I can't remember her name. She said that was Nancy Sinatra, and those ugly ass boots need to do some walking. Yeah, it was Nancy Sinatra. I forgot that. It sure was her. Didn't Jessica Simpson remake that? I thought maybe she did. I can't remember. I thought she did. We have Betty Sylvester, 3849. Hey, Betty, how are you, my love? I don't remember seeing your name before, so thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't ever remember seeing you, so please don't let this be the first or last time you offer your commentary because I do respond. Okay, I definitely do respond. Betty says, I just hope Andre doesn't become a more sought after model than Danny and caused problems there. I got a little worried when they played up how good he was. Yeah, girl. I that would be interesting if that happens with him, if he, starts to get more notoriety and push than Danny, because Danny just thinks everybody's gonna be bowing down to her. But if they start bowing down to him, I don't think she's gonna like that shit much. We got Roberts June 26th. Is this June? Just kidding. Hey, Roberts June, thank you so much for coming by. And Roberts June says, left-handed and proud of it, as you should be, boo, as you should be. Thank you. I don't remember seeing your name before, so thank you so much, my love, and welcome, 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 honey. Please have a good time while you're here. We are the Rascals. We are the Rascals. Yes, that's who we are, baby. We have a good time, a grown ass good time over here. We have Jasmine. She says, perfect Nicole really needs to look in the mirror, right? As a shrink, she should have known that while perfectionist facade was just for that. It was a facade. Right, right, right. Ted was a dog to cheat on her and to take their young son as an excuse to cheat. He probably promised Leslie the world and gave her nothing, as most married men do in their with their 304s. If you don't know what 304 is, honey, look it up. Ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what is the urban meaning of a 304? Or if you turn the numbers upside down, you'll see what it means. You see exactly what it means. Jasmine also says, however, Nicole needs to take a deep dive into what drove Ted to stray in the first place. Right. Not to blame herself, but to look at what brought them where they are now. That is so true. Also, there's a reason why no one tells her anything. I do think she and Ted would get back together, but Nicole needs some alone time to herself. I believe that. I agree. I totally agree, honey. I totally agree. S. Parker says she could benefit from therapy. Yeah, because that girl has gone through a lot, S. Parker. You're absolutely right. We have MB 1969. MB, hey girl, what's going on, boo? Says Samantha still doesn't see how stupid it was for her to build that damn couch in the family living room and about to get busy, honey. Martin grounded Samantha from working with Chelsea Cat is really going too far. Thank you, Shar. Much love. Thank you. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you so much, MB. We have Angelica W4O. Hey, Angelica. She says, I'm loving Danny and Andre, but I know these writers are going to write some BS to mess it up. Girl, always, boo. Always, Angelica. We have Miss Carolyn McWilson, 497. Hey, Miss Carolyn. She says, y'all remember now they got that $10,000 that they're riding on their marriage. Remember, Danny and Joey did like a little bet that he said that they won't make it for a damn year. So they got to at least make it for a damn year. Got to. At least that. Jasmine said, girl, that's pocket change. James says, it's a good thing 10K is pocket change to Danny. Then just beat me to it. Jazz just beat me to it. Right? They said the same thing. They said the same thing. James says, Smitty not being snitty and actually having a calming, constructive conversation with Martin is a welcome development. The violent unaliving of the racist hillbillies who'd attacked him and Vernon unleashed an anger in Martin that could be seated in a deeper more secret trauma. Children know when things happening around them ain't quite right. If an upset Martin saw Ted and Nicole bickering during their difficult miscarriage days, remembered Ted taking him to a certain restaurant to have a more pleasant conversation with the woman not who was not his mammy, who fed him brownies while wearing a short red dress and fishnet stockings, and then dot dot dot. Ted and this woman disappeared for 15 to 20-minute intervals at a time to do something Martin knew his dad ought not to be doing with anybody else but his mammy. Becoming angry about it and repressing that anger deep inside himself, that could explain a lot. Yeah, that baby has seen and done a lot, and the Duprees seem to have more and more secrets that they're hiding. So I wonder what more secrets is he suppressing or is he hiding? Some things that he might know about. Jasmine says Martin definitely has deep seated anger and control issues. He needs a real shrink, not his uppity condescending mammy. He's a pissed keg. He is. He did Cat dirty. That sneaky, disrespectful daughter is going to learn a harsh lesson, as she should. Because just because you keep her away from keep her away from Cat, that don't mean that girl ain't gonna try nothing else. Peace Angel says on point analysis. Martin absolutely has not dealt with that childhood trauma. It's all tangled up with love and loyalties. Wow, yes. Silence and betrayals. Yes. His mama is obviously not the one to help him deal with his parental angst. He needs to address his deep feelings before he becomes completely unglued. That is so true, my love. So true. We have Carolyn McWilson. She also says Martin was on that character. Well, Martin was on that character, The Color Purple, when the character asked about getting Nettie, and the father says, not now, not ever. That is true, Carolyn. That is so true. We have James. If y'all don't know, James again is our resident gentleman, and he loves Nicole. He absolutely loves her. He calls her a goddess. So whenever you see that he, you know, says something about a goddess, it's her. Okay. He says the goddess handled that hospital situation with perfect aplomb. This is Ted's mess. He needs to suffer the slings and arrows for his betrayal of his wife and his poor choices. Nicole is free and easy, beautiful and Febreze. Dr. Carlton's lips anxiously await. Eva, dot, 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 how long can you continue to go, girl? Kat was catching it all day long, wasn't she? She was really, definitely. Looks like Andre nor Kat will be eating turkey with Ted at this holiday season. And I was like, just even Shanice probably. That's what I responded. I'm still trying to figure out that whole Shanice and Ted flirtation situation. I'm not too sure if I really believed it. It wasn't that convincing to me, but we'll see how the season goes. We have Miss Welder 69. Hey, Miss Welder. Hey, hey, hey. Hopefully you're doing good, girl. All right, Miss Welder says, I think Andre might be hiding from whomever that woman was he was telling Danny about. Maybe he just took her off. Oh, took off on her, and she's been looking for him for closure. That's a good idea. Like I said, I feel like the girl that he's looking for is the person, or that someone gives him the energy of who Ashley is. I feel like that's why he feels so connected to her, that Ashley reminds him of that person. So I can't wait to find out more about that storyline. We have James. He also says, not often into this short of thing, but Eva's workday wear was weird. Long boots and her bloomers extending below her dress hem. Bloomers, James. I ain't heard bloomers in so long. He says, I think the one sisterly bond Eva and Kat seem to share is strange sense of style. That is so true. Peace Angel says, I did not like Eva's office hooker look at all. The lacy drawers hanging out, just ew. Yeah, it was not professional. It wasn't. Not bloomers, honey. Yeah, it was lace too. Girl, what you doing wearing lace, honey? What you doing wearing lace? We have DD Taylor K5F. Hey DD, thank you so much for coming by, my love. I don't think I've ever seen your comment before, so thank you so much. Please don't let this be the first or the last time you stop by. Please continue to comment. We are here to have a good time, okay? And I do respond. Dee Dee says, "Don't forget, Bill is having a private detective following Andre." That's right. I did mention that in the video, but yes, you are absolutely right, Dee Dee. Thank you. We have Michael Parms. Michael said he's a lefty. All right, Michael, I see you. I see you. I got your email about how Dante is going to enter town. They better cast him. They better go ahead and cast Dante so we could see him cut a fool between him and Vernon. We have Miss Pearlie Cole. Hey, Miss Pearlie, she says, Kat probably went off on Ted and Eva because she was already upset due to the conversation with Martin. In her mind, now look at all this bullshit. Not only is my brother mad at me, but Eva's taking my dad away from me too. Kat can't get a break. Yeah, it really cracked me up that that girl couldn't get a break today. She couldn't. I mean, well, Friday she could not get a break. Miss Pearlie also says that look on Eva's face, honey, when she saw Ted talking to Shanice, may mean that she's going to block her interaction with women, or to help her mama in her delusions to reconnect with Ted. I hope not. I hope not, Miss Pearlie. It's because she was looking like, oh, she never looked at Ted like that when it came to Nicole. But when it came to him smiling and talking to Shanice, she was like, oh, really? She didn't like that shit at all. Not at all. We have Jasmine Williams. She says Noble Nikki is a terrible shrink. She gives horrible advice and shows no emotion, even to her own children, honey. What a cold fish. Brrr. No wonder Teddy strayed somewhere fun. Could you imagine this high maintenance drama queen on hormones, girl? And she wonders why her family doesn't tell her anything. Yeah, it's like she's showing us how she might have been. But I mean, this is like the lower level. I think it was worse than that during those IVF days. I really feel like she was just going through a lot of emotional shit, pushing Ted away, don't want him to be in the room. He went on and disappeared, and found solace in a crazy ass cat. So yeah. We got Blaze Network. Hey Blaze. Blaze says, proud of Tyrell. He playing on Reasonable Doubt as well. Oh, is he? And he confirmed on his IG that they got picked up for another season. Okay, okay. Well, already know. I've already mentioned earlier in this audio that I was watching Reasonable Doubt. I just finished season 2, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick reaction to that, which was so good, so good. Probably won't be on camera; it'll be audio, but yeah, I was just doing it yesterday because I was being cute for season 1. But I need to figure out how I'm going to handle season 3. I mean, I could do each episode just to spread out some content this week. But my show gonna be back tomorrow, so I don't know. I don't know. But thank you, Blaze, as always, boo. All right, we got Jasmine. She says, "Yay! A day without the insect murder hornet, the gnat, and a hall runner, the double D mosquito." Yeah, on this episode, we didn't see Haley's ass at all. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, girl. Thank goodness. Jasmine also says, "I absolutely love Andre and Danny. I hope this beautiful, unconventional relationship is allowed to develop and blossom. Billy Goat and his murder hornet will have to watch from the sidelines wearing their green suits." James says, "The Danny Andre relationship is probably the one thing about this show that makes me cringe." Really? Because the marriage is not going to last, and I know I'll have to hide my bloodshot eyes when it happens. This unconventional relationship has its origin in the fact that Danny wanted but couldn't have Bill, and Andre wanted and couldn't have Ashley. Nothing can exist in a vacuum. So, where could Danny's and Andre's unrequited passions go? They connected with each other as each other's booty call. The love is real tight right now. But it's still burning too hot. Once Bill is in peril, Danny's flame is going to flicker. The consolation is that when Dondre ends, it will end them having an incredible intimate friendship. I hope not. I hope that they can still remain friends. I really do, but we know it's coming. We know it's coming eventually. Jasmine says, Shanice and Ted are clearly being chemistry tested, but I don't see it, not even after he touched her face. Eva will run back to her mammy and drag Shanice for being friendly with Ted. Poor Shanice might get run off the road and possum poisoned by a wiggy wig wearing a wackadoo. She better not. It's snowing here in my city. Let me see what's going on. Child, it's like 30 some degrees outside, and you got these girls outside singing and jumping because they see a flicker of snow. I didn't even know it was going to snow today. I was like, my boyfriend called me, told me he was on his way home. It's like 4:30, and he normally doesn't get off till 5. I was like, "Why, you all right?" He told me, "No, baby, it's like 40 something degrees, and we normally go to the gym on Mondays after work." He said it's just too cold to be going to the gym. I was like, "Really? You letting it be cold?" So as I looked at that, the temperatures will be dropping throughout the evening. So I was like, "Oh yeah," because by the time we get home from the gym, it's gonna be really snowing around 6 or 7, and the gym closes at 8, and I don't feel comfortable about driving home slick roads like that because he, goes to his place and I come to mine. So we'll just exercise. He'll exercise at his place, and I'm gonna exercise at mine. But yeah, yeah. Let me get back to our conversation. They were just doing all the screaming outside. All right, we have Jasmine. She says, "I am no brat cat fan, but the fact that squirrely Samantha was ear hustling in a conversation that was over her head, and then went and acted like an idiot." 304 wannabe is not Cat's fault, right? If Martin wants to blow his top, it should be at the insufferable Samantha, whose disrespect and sass towards her parental units was worse than her V card dump attempt. Martin is so wrong to blame Kat. Samantha needs to understand that she is the 30-year-old child and they are adults. Kat schooled High Heine, who clearly still had anger management and overreaction issues. Yet he was so disrespectful, and she told him, like, "Look, nigga, we talking too loud, in this damn cafe." He said he didn't care. You talking about your daughter fucking, he talked to your sister fucking in the. I was like, "Nigga, you just too loud. Go somewhere with that shit. Go somewhere, please." All right, we have Rose Quartz. Hey, Rose Quartz 203. I don't remember seeing you before, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for commenting. Hopefully, you're having a good day. Please don't let this be the first or last time you decide to chit chat with us because we are here, honey. We are the Rascals, baby. Rose Quartz says, and that's one of my favorite stones, by the way. Rose Quartz says, "Facts. He owns cat. He owes cat an apology. That's definitely facts." Peace Angel says, "Nailed it. Right, exactly." So we have Kelly underscore S. Hey Kelly, what's going on, beautiful? She says Tyrell was on Reasonable Doubt as a young Ozzy. Okay, he's also on Divorce Sisters. I'm like, and I told her, I was like, "Man, that baby being booked and busy. He's on Reasonable Doubt. He's on, Beyond the Gates, and he's on Divorce Sisters. So that baby's getting paid. He gets some coins. You hear me? He getting paid." Okay, so if he's the young Ozzy on Reasonable Doubt, that means I have to watch season 3. I haven't watched that yet, so I'll be starting that tonight. But thank you, Kelly. Kelly also says that photo shoot, honey, was all that, wasn't it, honey? That photo shoot, I was happy that I was able to get 5 seconds of it because I had to throw it in the video because I know YouTube can, if you go over a certain amount of seconds, they will flag your ass and do a copyright strike, and I didn't want that. But I had to throw it in there because it was so steamy. I mean, of course, you could see it longer, but he really looked in that camera. That's why I picked the best one I picked was for my thumbnail of him. And I was like, well, he doesn't have a shirt on. It doesn't look too inappropriate, and I'm thinking that's one of the best shots that he took. The shadows, everything was perfect. So I'm happy that they did it, and I was able to capture that. But it was so good, so good. Cynthia says, "Hey, Sin." She says that 90 was cute that Danny had on, wasn't it, girl? It was so adorable. She also says the photo shoot with Danny and Andre was fire. It sure was, girl. It definitely was. Cynthia says, "I hope Martin and Smitty don't go backwards. They just got to a good place." They did, right? They really did. Jasmine's like, "Honey, please. Hi, honey is too extra and needs therapy from his he needs therapy, but not from his old hollow ass mama." I put that in there. She has no soul. Like Nicole, the only time she has a soul when she's not Nicole, when herself she's Daphne, and that bitch can dance and she's a video vixen and stuff. But other than that, that girl just be delivering them lines just as flat. So let's see. We have the next comment on here is Cynthia. She says that look on Eva's face when she sees Ted talking to Shanice, wasn't it priceless, girl? Pearlie was like, "Girl, she gonna go tell her mammy." Auntie Gone says, that's right. She wasn't having no parts of that. That visual, right? It was so funny. S. Parker says, remember Shanice saw Dana as the unknown nurse? Wonder if Dana will confront her about Ted or about paying for Ted's patient. Ooh, that's a good thought, S. Parker. Cynthia's like, yeah, girl, I forgot about that. And if we know Shanice is going to remember her with that wig on, that would be great. Because has Shanice ever seen her? Yeah, I think they have met, but that wig would be a great giveaway, dead giveaway. All right, Sin says, I think Martin was a little too hard on Samantha. I think he should have at least grounded her from Chelsea Cat until her grounding is over. Yeah, I mean, it could have been supervised or something. I just didn't. I think that was a little much. It was a little much, sis. You right about that. We have Jay one high 547. Hey Jay, what's going on, boo? Jay says Anisha needs to be a main character, right? Put her on the opening credits. I'm rooting for Nicole and Ted to get back together. Martin needs help. He really went in on Kat, and she didn't deserve that. Hopefully, Smitty will get him to calm the fuck down. Right. Right. I said, yep, they need to add her. Like, they need that Shanice on the main turning around thing at the beginning. Mona, Laura, and Jan, everybody. MB 1969 MB says Smitty is about to go in on Martin. Ash, Ash, not literally this time. Not literally, girl. I don't know. They might do that. Make us sad. Hey, make us sad. They might do that, girl. And Cynthia says, hey, Sharon and the Rascals, I had a wonderful Friday. My daughter's school gave the girls a pep rally before leaving out of town to the game. It was so nice, and the school chartered the bus for them to travel in style. And we also found out that unfortunately the girls did not win the game, but they traveled in style. They're going to be celebrated, and a victory is a victory. You know, so the fact that they made it that far was super dope. So I'm really happy for the girls, and you are such a great mom. You're such a great mom. Everybody up here, if you have kids, grandkids, just show them some love. Because when my babies do they stuff, like when my son graduated from college, like he was part of that 2020 high school class. So we didn't have no damn ceremony, because everybody had to do that shit virtual. But when my son walk across that fucking stage in May, they're gonna have to pull me out of there. Because I am going to cut a fool. Not too bad, y'all. I know how to behave. But I'm going to scream. I did the same thing when he pledged. I did the same thing when he pledged. Well, but when my child, my baby, walked across that damn stage in May, yes. Yeah, he had to go to school an extra semester because he didn't know how to count his credits. Y'all got kids in college. Make sure they go to their counselor, their guidance counselor, so they can stay on top of their credits. So they just won't be taking no just any classes. Then when it's time for you to graduate, you find out you didn't take enough credits towards your major. That's what he did. So if I had intervened and told him last year, come on, baby, let's see where you are regarding your credits, he was like a class or two short. So he had to take some summer classes, and he's taking a light schedule this fall, and he's taking maybe one class next semester. So I'm really proud of him that he's the type of person that does not give up. He does not give up at all. So I'm really proud of him. And I graduated in a semester late. His sister graduated a semester late. So the fact is that you finish, and then I'm glad that he was able to stay on campus because that gave him a full year to really enjoy his fraternity. He was able to be on the board, enjoy his position as a board member, really lock in with his frat brothers because he doesn't have any brothers. So it was necessary for him to stay on campus this year and really utilize his resources with his frat and get them classes done, baby. Because in May he walking, and my daughter, I think she's going to be graduating to get her PhD in 2027. So yeah, I'm gonna be proud, and I want to go back for my master's. I think I want to go back in for theater. I think fine arts with the concentration in theater. So because there's some techniques and stuff that I really want to learn and know. So if I want to be able to tutor somebody, or even maybe teach online, theater online, or maybe be a mentor to somebody, then I'll know more techniques than what I already know naturally. So yeah, I want to learn some official techniques. So yeah, I might do that. I might. I got to get these loans. Gotta get that straight. But thank y'all. This is the front porch. I know we had a week off, so I wanted to come back with a bang about that hot and steamy Andre Danny session, and I wanted to go ahead and read you guys' comments. Thank you so much for those of you all who joined me on Saturday, like around 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I stayed on for about an hour for my live, no, hour and a half for my live. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm thinking that if I'm choosing to do that, that might be the best times to do it because I didn't have, maybe I had two people who was like weirdos coming in there saying stupid ass shit, but because I learned how to like use my phone as my camera and use my laptop to monitor the actual chat, I was able to block their asses and delete them and stuff like that. So and I, you know, it was better. Y'all came in there, the girls came in there, James came in there, made it rain, a few people made it rain. I appreciate that. So I had a good time on Saturday. So if I choose to do that again, it'll probably be like around that time, like 11:30 12-ish noon Eastern Standard Time, just to peek my head in, just to say hey to y'all, and then jump back out. So that was fun. That was really fun, and we probably do need to talk about what happened this week because it's gonna be good. They didn't have my show on today, and I was mad. But Reasonable Doubt is definitely making up for it. So let me go ahead and get this uploaded. Thank y'all so much for being here. You guys just don't understand how much of a blessing you are to me, and I'm so happy that I can be myself and y'all have a good time, and I can be colorful and do everything. Cause that Reasonable Doubt, honey, I ain't got to add a lot of colorful language to that shit is some good shit. But there's not a lot of different voices in it, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm just like take it scene by scene and just recap it, like that instead of doing the voices. Because on Beyond the Gates, the voices are so distinguished. Like everybody sounds the same. You got Jax, you got Lewis, you got the baby girl and the boy. All the girlfriends sounded like. Not too even sure if they all going to be coming back for season 3, so I got to look at it. So I don't know if I might just take it scene by scene and then recap it like that, or take just talk about it and give my little shit and to keep it moving just to give me some more content because it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. All right, y'all take it easy. And again, thank y'all so much for being you. It means so much to me. So much to me. Y'all stay warm because it's cold as hell out there. Right now in my city, it's like 39 degrees and we have some snow that's coming around 8 o'clock. So y'all be safe if you have to go out. Please be safe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.